Okay, let me ask you a question. Ever wondered why you've forgotten so many things from your earliest years on this planet? You might have just thought you were too stupid to remember, but they've actually done studies on this. And some of the studies that they have done have gone like this. They've taken groups of mothers with their kids and sat mirrors in front of them. And then they would like to get the child engaged with their own reflection. Then after just a short little while of that, they will hide the mirror, then the mother will secretly put something on the child's face. Then they will sit the child back in front of the mirror and watch its reaction. And of course there was different responses from the kids. Some will slap the mirror, others will just cry. And then some are non-responsive to the mirror at all. But the ones that touch their own face and see that the reflection is themselves, these are the ones that are self-aware. Before you are self-aware, life is more like a movie. You just sit back and watch and see all these strange events happening with no reason of how or why or what they are. So those early stages that you can't remember, it's because you wasn't self-aware. They call it childhood amnesia. So what exactly is going on in the first stages of your life? To answer that question, we have to talk a little bit more about the brain and how it works. It works in two different ways, and I'm not talking about the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. I'm talking about the subconscious and the conscious. Okay, here's something that's crazy. Scientists have proven that most of us only use 10% of our conscious mind daily. So what's going on with the rest of the 90% of the day? Who's running the show then? And you might find it hard to believe that your subconscious is the main one in charge of your everyday life. So let's talk about that for a minute. Take this for example. When you're driving down the road, you're singing songs, texting, or thinking about what you're going to do when you get to the place that you're driving to. Since your conscious mind is busy on all other things, who is driving the vehicle? We've all done it, been in really deep thought, and then looked down at the road, and then wonder, did we make that turn? Did we stop at that stop sign? And then we look up again and we realize we're already there. Here's another example. Have you ever had a friend where you could see that they acted just like their mother or father, but then if you were to bring it to their attention, they would become angry and then swear up and down that they are nothing like them? But you and everyone else can see that they're just like each other. And if they get angry with you, don't get mad back. We all do it. But it's not genetic. What it is subconscious program that we get and receive from our parents at the beginning stages of life. Scientists have found that up until you're 5 or 6, that you only use your subconscious mind. And the difference between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind is that your conscious mind is your creative mind, your thinking mind. And on the other hand, your subconscious mind is like a tape recorder. After you learn a song on the guitar, you don't have to remember exactly where your fingers are supposed to go, they just do it. This is a shame, but this is how the world works. We have regrets for yesterday, we fear tomorrow, and we forget about today. So I guess the question is, how do we become more conscious of now? Before your time passes you up and you're too old to do anything about it. My answer is love. Love is the feeling that brings you back down to earth. Just think, how long does it take you to get dressed on a normal day? About 5-10 minutes and you're ready to go? That's one of those things that you don't have to consciously prepare yourself for anymore. But what if I changed the question up a little bit? What if I was to ask you if you were going on a date? Then, how long would it take you to get dressed? An hour? 2? Maybe longer? Who knows? That's because now you're looking in the mirror. You're becoming self-conscious again. Try to remember back when you were first in love. Were you ever sick? No. Now, do you know why? It's because of the way our mind and body works together. Think about a caveman. Did cavemen have all this added stress that we have today? They made sure their body temperatures were correct, they had food and water, and they were good to go. But if a saber-toothed tiger came up, yeah, they'd be stressing out. They'd be running to get away from a saber-toothed tiger. As soon as they got away from him, stress is gone. Now, when you're relaxed, your brain sends all the blood flow to your vital organs. So if you're stressed out, all the blood flow will go to your limbs and you'll be able to run faster. But if you're stressed out all the time over things that don't even matter and that blood flow is not going to your vital organs, you should see how easy it is to get sick from stress. You could form ulcers or even cancer. We have 50 trillion cells in our body. These individual cells can live outside of the body. They have their own immune system, digestive system, They have every system that we have. They even have consciousness. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you see a single entity. I don't. I see a community. Love is the same feeling that you need to express to live in harmony with yourself. It is consciousness. How you perceive your life is everything. Your perception. 10 people could go on a journey together and spend day and night together. But if all 10 of them wrote down what they did, they would all have a different story. It is our perception on life that is everything. So be more happy and conscious of now.